What's up, everybody? How you all doing? We're back again with another one, and today we're checking out Tupac Shakur. It's called Ambitionz Az A Ridah, which is like a reintroduction, really, to Tupac Shakur. Like his reintroduction to the world after his release from Clinton Correctional Facility, after he got locked up on a bogus charge that I still believe to this day that he did not do, and every fan of Tupac Shakur knows that Tupac Shakur was innocent of, and he should never have been there in the first place. It should never have happened. But still, Suge Knight, bailed Pac out of prison for $1.4 million. Do you know that's still find mind-boggling that in the United States that to be bailed out of prison you have to pay for it. I always wonder where the money, do you have to pay for bail? Where's that money go, and what do they do with it? But anyway. So the signing of Tupac Shakur, after Tupac apparently signed a contract with Suge Knight, Death Row Records, on a piece of toilet paper. I don't know if that's true. That's what that's only allegedly. As the story was told, and immediately after. Suge Knight flew. Tupac Shakur flew straight out to Los Angeles and went straight to the recording studio to sign with Death Row Records. And I feel that the energy on this song they recorded after being released was like, this is the first album. The first song on the album, All Eyez On Me, that Tupac recorded after going to the studio after being released, and it's just a mix of fueled adrenaline, anger, and nothing to lose attitude. So yeah, so I'm gonna say disclaimer. Of course, this is not a first time. It's not a first time reaction. But this is a review. This is a breakdown, and yeah, we're gonna break this down. We'll do the best we can. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into this, guys, and yeah, because I love this song, and I'm sure all you Tupac fans, you love it too. So anyway, so that's enough of the chit chat. Let's fucking dive in. Let's get it. Yeah, Tupac. It was mad as hell, and he was ready. So let's dive into it, and yeah, let's go. Tupac Shakur, Ambitionz Az A Ridah. Let's go. It's just me. Nothing to a G. I just love that. It's like, let's get ready to rumble, and that's basically just. Tupac Shakur has just been released from prison. He goes to the studio, writes his song in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it took, right? And then it's like, this is Tupac Shakur's reintroduction to the world. And Tupac, well, he wasn't holding back. let's say that. And boy, this song is miles apart from his earlier songs, like Brenda's Got a Baby, you know what I mean, which is a beautiful song, a great story. If you want to see me break that down, I'll check that one out as well. But it's just a beautiful story. Brenda's Got a Baby, but this is miles apart from that. But this song is like talking about the rider, the mentality. The song's like, it's an anthem of defiance, loyalty, and survival. This is fire.
sports cars. This life is a rap star, it's nothing without God. Was born rough and rugged, addressing the man public. My attitude was fuck it, these motherfuckers love it to be a soldier. Must maintain composure at ease, though life is complicated. Only what you make it to be. And my ambitions as a rider, to catch her while she hot and horns go up inside her. Then I spit some game in the ear, go to the telly ho.
Well, because when he talks about the rider, I think from Tupac's perspective, rider, like, it just wasn't just like a criminal thing. It was like someone who stayed true to their set, like friends, family, people that like stood their ground just against enemies and survived the game of the streets, and like a survivor, and just staying true to your homies and staying true, you know what I mean? Stand on your fucking ground, stand 10 toes down, and you know what I mean? None of that like snitching and fucking backstabbing, because, well, backstabbers and snitches, they all get stitches, don't they? But this is like, wow. It's just the transformation that Tupac Shakur went through. Because we used to like songs like Brent's Got a Baby, Keep Your Head Up, and songs like that. But when Tupac come out of prison, his because being set up, bear in mind, he got shot 5 times. Shot 5 times. In a fucking setup to rob him and on whatever their plan was. Whether it was to actually take him out, kill him, or just whatever the intention was. Those 5 shots could have killed him easily. 1 bullet can kill you, right? But so he's going through all that, and there's that infamous picture. No, not infamous. It's not infamous, is it? It's like that famous picture of Tupac Shakur when he's on the stretcher and he's getting being put into the ambulance, and he's still got his middle finger up, wrapped in bandages and fucking everything, and he's still got his middle finger up saying "fuck you." He still had that "fuck you" mentality, and that only got worsened when he was in prison, and over something that he didn't do. And he'd been shot 5 times. He checked himself out of fucking hospital the day after, I think it was, when he got shot 5 times to fucking go to court. He was fucking bound to a wheelchair with his head wrapped up, his hands wrapped up, and everything. Because he didn't feel safe. He didn't feel safe while he was in New York. I know that. Bear in mind, this was at the time of like. Was it 1994? 1994 when he got shot at the Quad Studio recording studio. So from 94 to 96 when he tragically passed away, it was just like Pac was just like on a revenge mission. It was just like it was on a fucking mission. Just
only what you make it to be. And my ambitions as a rider, to catch her while she hot and horns go up inside her. Then I spit some game in the ear, go to the telly ho. We put with money in the bin, this bitch I'm belly broke. I'm smoking bomb ass weed, feeling crucial. From player to player, the gang fighting, feelings mutual. From hustling and prayers to begging motherfuckers to pay us. I got no time for these bitches, cause these hoes try to play us. I'm on a meal, ticket mission, want a meal. So I'm wishing competition got me blitzed on that bullshit they stress. I'm a rhyme though, clown hoes like it's mandatory. No plus no glory, my nigga bitch got the game distorted. Now it's on and it's on because I said so. Can't trust a bitch in the business, so I got with damn bro. Now these money hungry bitches getting suspicious. Started plotting and planning on the scheme to come and trick us. But thug niggas be on point and game tight. Recycling Bogart, strapping up the same night. Got problems, then handle it, motherfuckers see me. These niggas is jealous, too deep in their heart, they wanna be me. And now you got me right beside you. Hoping you listen, I catch you paying attention to my ambitions as a rider. I'm a straight rider. My ambitions as a rider.
God, this has got such like You know, because this was the first song that Tupac recorded after getting out of jail, and it's the first track on All Eyez On Me. You know, just the energy, you can just feel the anger in his words. Well, it's not super aggressive in terms of vocal delivery, like, you know what I mean? But but the anger's there. Do you know what I mean? And you can just feel like just how he feels betrayed. He felt betrayed, you know, because he's on, you know, because originally Tupac Shakur was originally from New York, right? He's from the East Coast, and then and then he ended up on the West Coast with Death Row Records and stuff. So Tupac's representing the West Coast because that's where he's at now. That doesn't mean that Tupac didn't have love for the East Coast, like where he came from. But it just like Biggie, he accused Biggie of for the setting him up, you know. But I believe to this day, that Biggie Smalls never, you know, Biggie Smalls probably, you know, he had nothing to do with Tupac Shakur getting shot 5 times, like trying to set him up. I think that was Puffy. That was Sean Puffy Combs. If I can say it, because if you think about it, right, the relationship, because bear in mind, Tupac and Biggie, they were friends. They were good friends. They had a lot of respect for each other, right? And you think, and like their relationship, they had their friendship, you know, and I think Sean Puffy Combs was jealous of Biggie and Pac, their friendship and the relationship that they had, right? And Puffy didn't like it. Puffy felt jealous. So Puffy, I believe, I was supposed to say allegedly, but I don't think it's allegedly. I think it's pretty well-known fact. But that look, Puffy had Tupac set up to be shot because he was trying to break up Biggie and Tupac's friendship, and because Puffy was jealous. I think that's what I think personally. Have your say in the comments down below. I look forward, you know, I look forward to let's have a discussion about it. You know what I mean? But this song just goes hard, and it's heavy as fuck, and it just gives you just an insight to Huck's his feelings and just like just how he felt at that particular time. You know, bear in mind this was like 1995. This album came out in 1995, and I'll tell you something now. For an album like this, came out in 1995. I believe it was 1995. Oh, I know Tupac got released from prison in 1995. And his tragedy was killed on September 7th, 96. But, you know, but this song was like, is the beginning, like this, like Tupac is ready, just like Tupac is ready for war. Do you know what I mean? It's like, at this point, at this moment in time, Tupac, he didn't give a shit. Like, everyone's gonna fucking get it. You know, at this point.
Now you got me right beside you. Hoping you listen, I catch you paying attention to my ambitions as a rider. I'm a straight rider. My ambitions as a rider. But they can't keep it. I'm a straight rider. It was my only wish to rise above these jealous coward motherfuckers I despise. When it's time to ride, I was the first officer. Give me the 9. I'm ready to die right here tonight and motherfuck they life. That's what they screaming as they drill me, but I'm hard to kill. So open fire, so you kill me, witness my steel. Spitting it adversaries, envious and after me. I'd rather die before they capture me. Watch me bleed. Mama come rescue me, I'm suicidal, thinking thoughts. I'm innocent, said every bullet's flying when I'm caught. Fuck doing jail time, better days, sacrifice. Don't get a chance to do me like they did my nigga Tyson. Thug it for life, and if you right, the nigga die for it. and the mother busters try. At least you tried for it. When it's time to die, to be a man to pick the way you lead. Fuck peace and the police. My ambitions as a rider. I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me. My ambitions as a rider. But they can't do nothing to a G.
So to me, the lyrics sort of reflecting like, you know, Tupac's like paranoia and pride, because Tupac knew that the police and the media and his rivals they're all watching his next move and wanted to give them something to fear. Tupac, like, oh, do you know what? I know this is just an ongoing thing that, you know, all the Tupac fans, always wish that Tupac was still here, still with us, and because I think the rap game would look a hell of a lot different, you know, if Biggie and Pac were still here, you know, because they'll still be running shit. Do you know what I mean? There wouldn't be no Drakes, there wouldn't be no like Kendricks trying to take over and think that they're the king of this, king of that, because you wouldn't be able to outshine Biggie and Tupac, especially if they never fell out. Tupac never got shot 5 times in a recording studio, and say none of that, and there was none of that East versus West, and say there was none of that, and say that, just imagine that never happened. They're supposing that never happened, and everything was still cool. Biggie and Tupac were still cool with each other. Imagine the music they would have made together, you know, and you know, because I reckon that, you know, if that never happened, and Biggie and Tupac were friends, they say they didn't have that falling out and all that major like beef and dispute and what have you. So they're supposing for a second like that never happened. I reckon that Tupac would have had Biggie. So it's, you know, if Biggie and Tupac were still friends, I reckon that Tupac would have got Biggie like making movies as well as making music. Because, you know, we saw Tupac in the movie Juice. That was his first movie. Poetic Justice, Above the Rim. You know, do you know what I mean? You know, it would have been so much better if it wasn't. I think it would have been a lot better if it wasn't for Sean Puffy Combs, P Diddy. Because I think he fucked everybody up, and even to this day, even for the shit with P Diddy was going on now, that we've all just starting to find out, you know, what we found out about in the last like year or two. I feel that, you know, always for the P Diddy always has something. You know, he's definitely had a hand in Tupac and Biggie's murder. I know that's a hell of a claim, but I truly believe that, and I'm not going to say allegedly because YouTube fucking wants me to. I'm speaking my mind, and yeah, well, Sean Puffy Combs set up Biggie and Tupac to be murdered. That's my truth. I'm standing on that, and I stand 10 toes down on that, and I'm not going to say allegedly just because YouTube prefers it. I'm speaking my mind and I'm saying what I think. But yeah, so if it wasn't for Sean Puffy Combs, those 2 men would be still living to this day. And it pisses me off, and it really pisses me off. It really does, because Tupac and Biggie, they were phenomenal, you know, very well talented MCs, you know, and to see them 2 gone because of Sean Puffy Combs, it pisses me off, man. It hurts, you know, it hurts beyond belief. Anyway, back to the song. Sorry, I was going a bit off on tangent. Sorry about that. But let's go. Music.
My murderous lyrics equip with spirit to the thugs before me. Stay off the block, you baby got, cause I know they coming for me. I've been hesitant to reappear, been away for years, never back my adversary. Been
It was like that bop, 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 bop. Was that 5 times? Was that when he did that bop, 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 bop? That representing like when he got shot 5 times. Yeah, it was. It was 5 times. Ha! So it's trolling. Park is trolling. But so trolling is like, you know what I mean. It was like, because you hear that bop, 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 and he did it 5 times. So that's representing the 5 times that he was shot in a recording studio. So he's fucking flipping it back on him. Like Tupac, like no wonder like Tupac Shakur, but like made Hit 'Em Up, which I don't think it was actually helping matters, to be honest with you. But Hit 'Em Up, they say that was the most harshest diss track ever. But I'll be honest with you, I think Ice Cube's No Vaseline was just as hard. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. But for this, yeah, I think the next one I'm gonna check out is Tupac Shakur, Troublesome 96. Oh yes, I have heard that track before. I mean, who hasn't? But I'm definitely gonna be checking that one out. Probably later tonight. We'll see. I'm gonna do a live stream on Twitch soon. But yeah, this is this just, I don't know what to say. Like, other than this, Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls, those 2 guys will be living right now. If it wasn't for that bitch, that piece of scumbag, piece of shit, Sean Puffy Combs, and it just makes me so angry. I literally just want to get hold of fucking P Diddy's face and just smash it in. I'm sorry, but I just can't help it. It just makes me feel so angry because I'm gonna say it right now. I don't give a fuck about fucking what YouTube says about this. I couldn't give a fuck less. Sean Puffy Combs killed Biggie and Tupac. Yeah, I said it. I'm not just saying it just for shock value. I'm saying it because I truly believe that. I truly believe that, and I believed it for a long time. And I'm just saying it right now. And yeah. Sean Puffy Combs killed Tupac and Biggie. I said it, and I'm not. And on that statement is a bold statement, yes, but I'll stand 10 toes down on that, and I'm never going to change. Nothing that anybody can say I did is going to ever change my opinion on that, because it just makes me so angry. I feel angry that these 2 guys, Biggie and Tupac, they're not with us anymore. They got taken out so cowardlessly. It just annoys me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for going on tangent. This is not you come to see a reaction. The last thing you want to hear is someone rambling on tangent. But yeah, I get it.
I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You know what I'm
Okay, so that was Tupac Shakur, Ambitionz Az A Ridah. I love the energy. Tupac was fucking, he was mad. It was, you could feel his anger, his paranoia. Cause like it didn't feel safe. Especially when he got when he was in hospital, when he was taken to hospital in somewhere in New York, and it didn't feel safe on the East Coast after just what happened to him. And rightfully so. You get shot fucking 5 times, and all you were trying to do is just go to the recording studio to meet your fucking homeboy so you can fucking maybe lay down some tracks or just hang out. And then next minute, you get fucking guns pointed in your face. You're trying to you're like trying to be robbed. And you end up getting shot 5 times. It's like, of course you're gonna be fucking paranoid. Of course, it's absolutely understandable. And it's an absolute fucked up situation. But Tupac Shakur, Alan Evans satisfied. I've said enough on this. I don't want to say anymore. But I think I've said all I needed to say, really. But yeah, Sean Puffy Combs is a bitch for killing Tupac and Biggie. That's my final word. But the song is a fantastic song. It's a great song. I really enjoy it very much, and I'm sure all the Tupac's fans enjoy it. I'm sure all the Tupac's fans enjoy it as much as I do. I'm a huge Tupac fan. I'm a huge Biggie fan. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now, guys. Feel free to have your say in the comments down below. Yeah. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Cheers. Peace. I'm out. Peace.